Drew's intro.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Wednesday Night Podcast. As always, I am Draw Smith, joined as always by Juke Flower. How are you doing?
I'm having a stroke. I think that's what's happening. I'm having a stroke. Welcome to the Friday Evening Podcast. Myself am Jack Powers, I think, and Drew. No. All right, I guess
it's persona we have to keep up, Jack.
Okay,
we're not ourselves on this show. We have to outplay ourselves.
So it's a bit. So we got to play into the bit.
I don't know comedy.
Drew, our lives are a bit. God. A bit. Speaking of bits, I'm a bit tired.
Well, why is that, Jack? It's only 9 o'clock.
Because I'm a pussy. That's why, Drew. I'm a pussy who doesn't get enough sleep.
Yeah.
Sleep is so important. Y'all need to get some sleep, okay?
Hey,
what's up?
No, we're from Papa Jack.
Yeah, y'all. You see, you need at least 8 hours a night, okay? Because anything under 8 hours, you're gonna feel tired. You're gonna feel like a little bit. It's gonna be like a good kind of tired, like in the 8 to like 6.5 range. And then when you're dipping underneath 6.5, like that's the dangerously. You're gonna be tired all day, and it's gonna take away from your human function. That's the way I am right now. At least I felt for a while. I was having a headache. I'm dehydrated. I'm feeling great, Drew.
Papa Jack. He's got your back.
Oh wow.
That's what we learned today.
We're done. Sweet.
So Jack, what did you do on this fine Tuesday?
I did nothing. I'm a piece of trash. I sat in a hot car, went to a restaurant.
This is the self-deprecating episode.
No, I just did the typical teenager shit. Just hung out with friends. Now I'm here.
I like to think of myself as a young adult.
A young adult? Well, you're wrong. Because that has the word adult in it.
Fine, a really young adult?
A really young adult? Well, anybody qualifies for a really young adult when you think about it. Everybody is just a younger version.
That's right. Babies are just nascent adults, and then like
nascent adults.
Preteens are like
tween.
Tween. That's one of the worst terms.
Adult for tweens.
Tween.
Well, it stands for like tween.
It's an in-betweener.
Yeah, I was gonna say tween. I always thought meant small. I always thought tween meant it's like teeny or something. Yeah. But no, tween is in between, like very clearly.
And it just always put a bad taste in my mouth every time I heard
tween. Well, you don't want being called a tween. You don't like that.
No one's at their best when they're a tween.
Not at all. When you're 12 years old, there's a great comedian. I can't remember his name. He has a great bit on just like, you remember being 9 and how awful that was? Like if you lose a hat, you're like, Dad, I lost my hat. Like all you had to do was make noises. That's all you could do. Now I'm an adult. I can buy that fucking hat again. That's amazing.
That makes me think of the Brian Regan bit where they're in the butterfly house, and then there's the little boy. Let's go with a balloon.
Oh.
And then it goes, no. I want it now!
Oh dear God!
And then
horrific.
And then of course the parents go, "We'll get you a new one. Nice. Grow up." To this kid, that's like your wallet floating away. And what are you gonna do? You can't get a new one of those.
You can't just get a new one. I almost lost my wallet way back in this room. I lost my keys in this room. After a recording of the Friday Evening Podcast, can't remember which one. Probably like 4 or 5, maybe even 6. I think 6. My wallet must have fallen out of my butt pocket, and it was discovered here along with a broken microphone here. They thought that I broke the microphone, and I was like, no. Yeah, so I got interrogated about that, but
that's why you got to make your ass tighter.
I don't. Yeah. So Drew, what did you lose in here?
A pair of keys. Yep, nice. I lost my keys and I went to my car, did the pat down, and then I was like,
front pockets, back pockets,
only finding 2 of the items I need.
Breast pocket if you have one.
Yeah. I love and so then I walked home. And
no way.
Yeah, I walked home.
You're fucking.
And guess what I did next?
Well, you live close, yeah.
So I walked home,
right?
Got my keys and walked back, and then drove myself home and found the keys 2 weeks later.
Oh my God!
But always have a spare. Always, Papa Drew says always have a spare.
That's your Papa. Yeah, so we're having different Papa sessions.
Papa Drew's a bit of a scumbag.
Papa Drew is 13 gets you 20. That's Papa Drew's advice. It's like the drunk grandpa at the family gathering that nobody wants to talk to.
Twins are great. Jesus, you mess up with one, the second one, perfect.
That's not right. That's just not right.
Thanks, Pop.
Stan Lee. It sounds like Stan Lee.
I'm more like crazy, cool uncle. I'm cool uncle Drew.
Is that cool uncle?
You're Papa Jack. I'm rapey uncle.
No.
Rapey Uncle Drew.
No, don't think you want to be that. I don't think you want to be.
You don't know.
You don't know me.
I just embrace who I am, Jack.
That's not good. My phone screen's been cracked by our friend John.
How did that happen?
So we were boogieing.
What model phone do you have?
We were boogieing. I have a 5S, and this.
I thought it was a 4S.
No, it's not a 4S. Okay. No, I used to have a 4S. I upgraded to a 5S one Christmas.
We're all proud.
A few Christmases ago. Thank you, Drew. Thank you for that.
Anytime.
And we were just boogieing, because there's a soulful black band playing
Getting
at
down.
a gathering. We were getting down tonight, and fucking I try and text my mother because I'm an upstanding individual, and as I'm doing it, like I'm kind of on the dance floor, I'm kind of half dancing, half looking at my phone. Our buddy John's elbow meets my hand, and it completely knocks my phone out onto the brick patio on which we were dancing, and downright shatters it.
I mean, you can't really get mad at him, though.
No, I can't. I guess I can. No, he was just
having a good time.
He was just grooving. These are the good times. It's chic. 1978, I think. 77. I could be wrong. 78, 79. It's late 70s. Doesn't matter. Regardless. Fucking yeah. And then I tried to the way I tried to tell people that my screen was broken, I tried to send a screenshot. And that clearly did not work. Because I'm an imbecile.
But it actually looked like your screen had been shot.
Yeah, there you go. Nice, man.
I've got him.
Yeah,
I've got him.
Yeah, fucking Teddy Roosevelt got shot. Continued giving the speech.
He's not the only one.
He's not the only one. Yeah, there have been a few.
I think Reagan got shot too.
Reagan, people try to shoot every president, right? That's
not our current one.
Not our current one yet. Yet. Did Obama get shot at?
No, he didn't.
Nah, not in 2 terms. Damn.
Well, I mean, I think after JFK, the Secret Service really buckled down.
Maybe convertible with no one there.
Maybe we don't want him to die.
Maybe we don't. Maybe we want to protect our president. I was thinking when Obama first was running for president, Republicans. So traditionally, what very very extreme Republicans or extreme Democrats do to the opposing candidate is hang them in effigy, right? Hang dolls that look like them, like they did it to Bush all the time. They did it to Gore. They did it to everybody. They did that to Obama, and it was kind of racist. Isn't it? Now, again, it happens with every president.
It wasn't because he was black. It was because he was
That's true.
Obama.
That's true. To be fair to the extreme
Barack Hussein Obama.
Hussein? He's a terrorist?
That's his middle name.
Oh my God, he's a terrorist.
Confirmed. You heard it here. That's why he's out of office.
Y'all, never mind. I was gonna say something.
Ex-President Obama find him, kill him.
Exactly. There you go. Ex-president. I don't mean to incite murder. No, that's illegal to say.
So if the NSA is listening to us, it's in the past. You don't care about him anymore.
Exactly. You don't care about it. Did you know the FBI sent a letter, an anonymous letter to Martin Luther King Jr. telling him to kill himself, and that his cause was nothing. It was sent anonymously, but there are Frederick
Bureau
of instigators
of intelligence.
Isn't that Federal Bureau?
Oh wait,
no, it's investigation.
Yeah,
and then CIA
Central Intelligence Agency. Yeah.
But fucking yeah, they anonymously sent an email.
Well, I thought Reagan.
A letter to him.
Reagan thought MLK was a communist.
And
it was pretty open about that. He was like, "Yeah,
that's rough."
I don't have a Reagan impersonation, but
damn it.
He was kind of like everyone's granddad.
He was everyone's granddad. He was America's grandpa. I have a small fascination of presidential nicknames, right? Like Old Hickory, Andrew Jackson, Honest Abe, Abe Lincoln. One of them, I can't remember whose. One of them is literally that man in the White House. Like, that's somebody's fucking nickname.
The fact that you can't remember him probably goes along with the nickname.
Yeah, there's God, and then there's I can't remember. There's a really quiet one who didn't really talk a lot. Fuck, I can't
Zachary Taylor.
Was it?
Maybe.
No. James K. Polk, when he took office.
He went crazy.
Did he? I thought.
Kind of crazy.
Maybe I'm thinking of a different president, but there's one president who's known as kind of the forgotten president because he had all these policies that he wanted to enact. He enacted all of them, and then he left office. He did his job, and nobody remembers him for it, which is really funny.
Polk was the guy who got California in the United States.
Okay.
So why I said crazy, he was kind of like the Mad King of the United States. He kept I want to go west.
I like
keep
it.
Going, keep pushing.
That goes to Andrew Jackson. Mad King, he caned dude. He caned a man.
He was just kind of nuts.
He was nuts. No, he was absolutely insane. Also, that man in the White House is FDR, our 32nd U.S. president.
Really?
Yeah, FDR.
That's
a
he was like a good president.
He was. I don't know. I can look up the name. Presidential nicknames. Yeah, that man in the White House was his nickname at one point, which is bizarre. I screenshotted that the first time I saw it. I was like, that's incredible. Also, another thing I screenshotted off of I think like J. Crew's website or something like that. They call large jackets warm puffers. I think that's very beautiful.
Are they the kind of like marshmallow coats?
Yeah, they are.
Warm puffers.
Warm puffers.
I think that's actually.
I think that's very cute. I think that's very sweet. Mom, I'm going out to play. Do you have your puffer on? Do you have your warm puffer?
You have your puffer on?
Yeah. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, thanks, Mom.
Tippecanoe and Tyler too. God. James K. Polk was Napoleon of the Stump. And also Young Hickory because of his protege, Andrew Jackson. But yeah, fucking how about that? Abraham Lincoln was called the Ancient One. Jesus Christ.
Really?
Because of his ancient wisdom. Also the great emancipator, but who gives a fuck about that?
I feel like he got that one after the fact. That was
probably.
Like, the historians gave that to him.
Holy shit, he's amazing. He was amazing, rather. Oh, dear.
Well, that was a good segment.
That was a good segment. Presidential nicknames. Franklin D. Roosevelt, that man in the White House.
There's something we usually do.
What's that, Drew? Oh my God.
We have an ad read.
Oh yeah, obviously. What's our sponsor today? What the fuck?
We'll find out soon after we spin the fucking wheel. Sustain it. Oh.
Voice is shot.
Okay.
My poor ass.
Do you want to spin it?
I don't think I've ever spun it before. I don't know if I'm okay with that. Oh, I think there's an earthquake.
There's a rolling thunder.
There's an earthquake. There's an earthquake. It's just going to be just person in the hall. Person in the hall. Person in the hall.
Would you like an interview?
Oh my God, no.
Andy's passed. Okay, now we spin the wheel.
Am I going to spin the wheel? I love how it defaults to porn every time. Straight up. Porn. Talk about porn.
It wants it.
Talk about porn. It wants it.
The wheel holds nothing back.
How do I...
The wheel's an open book. You hit
all right, I did it. Spinning. Did we already do last song listened to on Spotify?
Yes.
All right. Highs and lows, Drew.
Whoa! Is this elementary school?
We did this my junior year high school class.
Didn't we kind of open with that?
No. All right. Now we've really got to. Oh shit. Now we've got to organize it. All right. So Drew,
of what time period are we talking about? Of the day, of the week, of the month, of the year.
Oh dear God.
Of the life. Let's start with day. Let's start with day.
Okay, day. It's 9:31 p.m. on a Tuesday. Drew, what was your high today? What was your low today?
My high was probably
getting high.
I don't support drug use. No, I played Bloodborne for maybe 5 or 4 hours,
and that's your high.
Yeah, no, I had a great time. Like some people think that's pathetic. I had a blast.
I don't.
It's that's one of my favorite games of all time. I've decided.
Really?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like a. Damn, what am I saying?
Dark Souls.
Yes. Is it just essentially that, or is it more?
It's faster Dark Souls.
Okay.
That it changes a lot of mechanics.
Right.
It's really deep. It does that. It's one of the most beautiful games, I think. Like even though it's only on the PlayStation 4,
right?
It's still like a beautiful game. Like the art direction is great.
Yeah. Okay.
It was the game that I basically got the PS4 because I was a fan of Dark Souls 1.
Sick.
And then I got the PlayStation 4 for that game,
right there,
and it ended up being completely worth the purchase. I don't like. I was talking with one of our friends earlier about this. I don't like replaying games.
Really? Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, it's just like
funny.
I don't like replaying games because or watching movies or books because it's like for me
one and done.
Engaging or like consuming like media like that is all about the experience of the first time, and then like you can never replicate what it's like the first time you watch a movie.
It's like sex. Anyways, movies, Drew? Movies, video games.
What was my low, Jack? Thank you for asking.
Yeah, what was
my low of today was that
having to watch Inception again. I don't know.
No, that's our other pal.
We'll get to that later.
I had to wake up early. Waking up early is always bad.
It's a hard life.
And we just recorded an album for way too long.
For far too long.
Way too long.
Yeah, it turns out a group of teenagers
aren't very productive.
And aren't good at singing.
And aren't virtuosos.
That's okay. I can't talk either. That's why our voices are fried.
Also, we're not going to plug that album because we're not proud of it. Yeah. But
regardless.
What did you do today, Jack?
Let's see. My low is that I have several essays, art pieces. Actually, a mini high of mine is that I got an important assignment done. I got an important thing that would keep me from enjoying my summer.
Out of how many?
Out of let's call it 8 right now. That's 5.
Round down 2.
Like 5 art pieces, like 4.5 art pieces, 2 English essays, one of which is kind of almost done, really.
If you pay me, I'll do one of those art pieces for you.
Oh shit! No, I actually can just fucking repurpose the shit that I've already done and just make it a different piece. It's great. It's great. Yeah, so I got to get on all that shit after we record. This is gonna be a great time. You have any Adderall pills or something like that? How many sleep suppressants? I don't want to sleep.
I can call a guy.
You can call a guy. You can call Romero. I really tried.
That was the best name you could come up with?
The best drug dealer name? That's racist.
But so that's your low. What's your high?
My high...
Do people care? People don't care. We're going to move on to the next portion of the show.
Which is... Drew's Field Notes. Or not. What's the next portion of the show?
I thought we were going to talk about something you already mentioned briefly.
Oh, boy. Inception.
So,
ladies and gentlemen, I saw Inception over this weekend.
It's a bit of a running joke on this show. Jack doesn't watch movies.
I don't watch movies.
I actually got Jack together and a couple of our friends, who I found out more than half of our friends hadn't never seen Inception.
I wasn't alone, bitch.
Which kind of blew my mind. But anyways, I sat Jack's ass down. I put it in. And
you put it in my ass, huh?
Yep.
So,
and I said, "Hey, Jack, we're gonna watch this."
I projected the movie out of my mouth after you put it up.
We're gonna watch it, and I haven't actually talked to you about it. So, what were your thoughts?
It was good. We're done.
And that's Jack's recommendation.
I duped you. It was a very good movie. It was. I mean, okay, you could hear me talking during the movie.
I was sitting right next to it.
Oh, fuck that! Like a lot of time.
There was a lot of. I didn't know until the very end of the movie when Jack said that was a good movie.
Yeah,
I thought Jack
liked it.
Hated the whole thing.
No. I'm sorry that I put you through that. No. For the most part, I greatly enjoyed that movie. I really enjoyed it. Some parts of it, I was just like, oh fuck this.
There are stupid things in it.
There's stupid things.
Honestly,
and
the
things
worst
that insult your intelligence.
Honestly, so watching the movie back, I was just like, this is such like a well-crafted movie. I was actually looking for things. What don't I like?
Right, there you go. Right, that's interesting.
And like, I think what you said, like, it doesn't really.
It can insult your intelligence.
Yeah, when it says that,
because the girl, Ellen Page,
yeah.
All she does a lot of the time is, what's that? She serves as the audience.
She's the exposition.
She's the newcomer, and suddenly she becomes great at everything. Pardon me.
It's my biggest problem with the movie, I think, is that it does something. And it doesn't, and so you can figure it out. And you go, I got it.
Yeah.
And then the movie goes, in case you didn't know, this is what just happened.
Yeah, that's fair. I feel like, I'll compare it to another Tom Hardy movie. Mad Max drops you in the middle of shit and you have to figure it out, essentially, right? Like, they really don't tell you a crazy. I mean,
there's not a lot to figure out in that movie.
There's not a lot to figure out, which is great. But it doesn't insult your intelligence by telling you, hey, by the way, they're going there and then they're coming back. No, like in Inception.
They do that, though.
They do that.
They totally
do. They go there and they come back. It's a little back and forthy. It's a little back and forthy. That's
but a good movie that you've probably never seen, it's called Primer.
No.
So the movie called Primer, it's a time travel tale. It's like an hour and it's a short movie.
Okay.
It's like maybe an hour and 15 minutes, something like that. But it's one of the most. It's really intelligent. Like, it's all about time paradoxes and it's all about like things and everything. And what happens is convoluted, and
Right.
like it gets to a point you're just like, what? Huh? Well, how's this? And it doesn't tell you anything.
Oh, really?
And it just expects you to figure it out, and you do.
Well, that's the other extreme. Is they assume everyone must be intelligent who watches.
But I honestly like that because when you're able to figure it out, you get that like
It's much.
I did that.
It's much more
I figured it out. That's why that happens.
Yeah.
I'm gonna loop it. Big callback. Bloodborne as a game.
Nice.
There's no tutorial to that game.
Oh yeah.
You have to figure out everything.
That's funny.
Basically. And so I love that. Like I think the biggest problem in games and like most media, it's just they have to tell you what to do.
Well, most of the time.
Like in games, like it's always go to the objective, go to the shiny light, or here's a tutorial. It's the exact same controls as every other single fucking game, but you got to spend 10 minutes of your life.
Better yet, a difficulty selector like Duke Nukem or some shit would have, which was like baby and then like normal and then like kick ass and then like you won't win. Like it's just there's no like happy medium when it comes to game difficulty. Like it's very hard, or rather, it's very difficult to achieve that fun but accessible but challenging balance that say like I think Nintendo really nails that personally on a lot of their games.
Well,
they're classic games.
Okay, this is an interesting tangent, but so game difficulty. I think the best games are the games that just have a default difficulty. You can't mess with it.
Right. Yeah.
It's like
fuck you, beat this game.
Bloodborne, Dark Souls are good examples. Even Assassin's Creed doesn't have a difficulty. But the problem is when you don't have a difficulty, it can be too easy sometimes. Yes. It depends on what audience you're going to. Because why I like Dark Souls so much is like, hey, we're making a fucking hard game. If you can't hang with it, get out.
Get the fuck out.
Like we don't make money. But for people who really stick through it, it's so rewarding and it's worth it. But there's all these mainstream games that are just like, we want to get as much money as possible, so we're going to make it appeal to everybody.
Gross.
I would say the closest to being appealing to everybody and comparable in difficulty would be probably Grand Theft Auto.
Sick.
Or do the Arkham games have difficulty? They do have difficulties.
I think they do, and also, I mean, you know, I really love the game Arkham City. Arkham City is kind of the peak of that franchise, at least in my
opinion. Did you play Arkham Knight?
I never played Arkham Knight. I heard it was good. I heard the port was shitty for the PC, and then
PC port was bad, but
yeah.
It's good, but it gets repetitive.
I was about to say, Arkham City, like, you feel cool when you're doing it, but then you just realize that you're just pressing B over and over again to counter shit. Like Donkey, Video Game Donkey has a great video on Arkham City where he's like, this game is getting way too much praise. Like people are just like, it makes you feel like Batman, and it's just a video of him just pressing B and eliminating enemies just with counters.
My biggest problem with that game, there's not really any consequences to anything that happens in the game.
Oh God, no! It's just figure out all the shit. It's do all the shit.
Okay, so it gives you it gives you cool gadgets and it gives you cool combos you can do.
Yeah.
But you could get through the whole game just hitting X and Y.
Essentially.
And so yeah. But anyways, that was a tangent. Inception. So, did you pick up on everything your first viewing of it?
I believe so. Yeah, I picked up on there's one person active in each dream. There's primarily active in each dream. Like
there's like one guy who has to kind of
do something.
Who's like the babysitter of all the other of the people who go down another layer and everything like that.
Essentially.
But so what would you rate the movie?
Rate the movie? Ah, Christ.
On a scale of 1 to blah, what would you give it?
I'd say if it didn't have those moments where it's like, what is that? It would be like a 10. Like, I think it would be very good. But yeah, it's like an 8.5 or a strong 8, like a really strong 8.
Okay, I give it a 9 to... Okay. I'd probably a 9.1 because I like the movie a lot.
Wow.
But another problem.
Explain the 0.1 for me.
I like it. I really love the movie just because it's one of those movies that every time I watch it, I go, "Oh, this is so good." Yeah. So I know, like, realistically, it should probably be a 9.
Right.
But
just pushes it over the edge. But that sentimentality,
the nostalgia gives it that 0.1. Did I hype it up too much?
No, I don't think so at all. No, you were just like, you have to see Inception. I'm like, yeah, I do have to see Inception. I enjoyed it sufficiently. Like, yeah, all the acting is really great. Like, it's kind of cool. It's hard to explain. It's a very there's a lot to take in with Inception.
It is a lot.
I can't say everything I think about that movie after watching it once, if that makes sense.
No, I understand.
There's plenty to Yeah.
I always remember like the first time I watched the movie and like you're watching like kind of the finale of it and then like they play the music and I like got chills when I watched it because I was just like, this is really good. This is everything I want in a movie.
It's perfect movie. Perfect movie.
Not perfect movie.
Perfect movie. You know what I think is a perfect movie?
What do you think is a perfect movie?
Die Hard. I think Die Hard is a perfect, simple little action movie. I think it's very. It ties itself up in a bow after it's done. It's a Christmas movie, but it's an action movie.
You know what makes it not perfect?
What makes it not?
That they made more.
Oh, fuck. That's true. I mean, what Die Hard 2 good though?
I mean, all the other Die Hard movies have enjoyable parts into them.
Right.
Like they became even more stupid action movies.
That's true.
But I think if the first one would have just been like, here you go.
Here you go. A little bit of Bruce Willis there.
Who's this guy? Who fucking cares? Here he is. He's cool. He killed Severus Snape.
Yeah. That was his first acting role. His first on-screen acting role, I believe. At least. Rest in peace.
No more.
Rest in peace. Yeah, he was old. Was he old? I feel like it was a disease.
He was late 50s.
Yeah, he wasn't that old.
Wasn't that old?
He wasn't that old. Is late 50s old?
Maybe to us.
It's not.
Us angsty teenage boys.
Angsty teens. Parents don't understand.
Fuck parents,
Fuck
dude.
parents, dude. Fuck parents, dude.
So we're gonna transition. So last week we talked about something involving you, how you were experimenting with facial hair.
Oh well, look at my face, Drew.
It's since
do you see any facial hair
dissipated?
Yeah, no, I gave it a week. I gave it a Thursday to a Thursday, and well, you saw it, and it just wasn't anything impressive.
So this is the stash report. Would you keep it for longer?
Yeah, probably over the summer. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Just because I feel like I'll always feel like I didn't grow it out enough. Like I'll always, even when it looks pretty good.
I do feel like you should go all the way with it. That's the only way you'll really know.
You're talking like a month. You're talking 4 years.
Like
4 years.
Get it to a point where you're like, that's the mustache I would have if I had a mustache, and decide which version of me do I like more.
Right. Just like, all right.
I'm gonna do that with a beard coming up. But why I brought this up, Drew had a little bit of a mishap.
I don't even think I want to ask you about it.
So
what happened? Drew's mishap.
So I was manscaping. I didn't cut myself. It's nothing that gross.
For God's sake, Drew. How dare you?
So
that happened.
So I was I was shaving, and there was a little bit. So I've been told
this is gonna get gross
by one of our friends.
This is gonna get gross.
That I have the hairiest legs of a white dude.
Yeah.
Like even hairier than Indian dudes.
Wow.
Yeah.
People have hairy legs. They have like hair. They can grow hair better.
It's one of those stereotypes. If you look at it, you'll notice it and be like, that's totally right.
Yeah.
But so I did that. So and I even had like hair on the top of my feet, like a hobbit. So I had it. So I went down with the razor. I was like, okay, getting rid of that.
No.
And the demon Lucifer himself came over me. I didn't stop.
You don't tell me you shaved your legs, Drew.
Oh boy.
Oh my God, you shaved your legs.
There's
Drew has girl legs.
No, but that's the thing. They don't look like girl legs.
What did you?
I'm gonna show you a picture, Jack.
I don't think I want to see the picture
to show you the contrast.
Oh.
By the way, I cut myself up.
Oh no.
So there's a little bit of
blood.
There was.
Oh no. Oh God, fucking heaven. Oh, Jesus H. Christ, Drew. It's nothing bad, but oh my God. That's not natural. You remember we waxed our friend's leg for a challenge series that we were doing. And you know how he got chemical burns, Drew.
Yeah.
Granted, that's not shaving, but my God.
That's how it went, and I just had to keep going. So now it's just all.
Oh no.
And now it looks like
Drew.
Now it looks like raw chicken.
Oh my God. It looks like uncooked chicken. Oh God.
And just every day I get in the shower and I go, why did that happen?
Oh no.
So
no, Daddy. No.
So,
Sweet Christ.
certainly hope I'm not getting laid anytime
Yeah,
soon.
Jesus H. Christ. Yeah, the girl's just gonna be like, oh my God, your legs.
I mean, what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna play it off like we did that challenge. Like, yeah, I had to wax my legs for the thing,
There you
and
go.
I just kept keeping it that way.
God,
or something.
gross.
I don't know. So
You're
it's
too afraid to let it grow back into.
yeah. I mean, I grew attached to it, you know.
Oh God damn.
So that was Drew's little mistake, and this stays between you, me, and the internet,
everyone else,
and the internet,
and everyone else. Y'all come up to Drew when you see him and just feel his legs.
just shake my legs.
Feel his legs. I want you to shake those
Jack
legs.
off my legs.
Well, I don't think you can do that.
I don't know.
Have you ever tried?
I mean, you can see all my pores now. So.
Oh my God, fucking heaven. Oh God, no.
So fun fact, if you're thinking about doing something new, don't.
Don't ever.
Only bad things. Only bad
Drew, what have we learned from our experiences?
Stay safe, stay lame.
Stay safe, stay lame. Don't stand out, conform. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, but another transition for us. Somebody tried something new at the high school we used to go to, and it's
Get to it.
it kind of blows my mind. So a girl, a female, in the school.
A woman.
Was
Vagina. Like everything.
whole shebang. Was caught on campus snorting coke,
Oh no.
and she was a freshman girl.
Wow.
And
my sister's got to look out.
And this is high school.
Yeah.
That is a ninth grader. That is 15, 14?
Sometimes 14.
15, 14 years old. And I heard that, and I was like, okay. I was talking with my sister. She told me that. I was like, okay, wow.
Like, all right, weird anecdote.
She was like, don't make friends with those. And it turns out, so her mom sells pot brownies and pot to kids as a side business. That's slowly becoming her main business. And the school found out about that.
Oh my God, what has the world come to?
And 15.
Wow.
15. Mama said, "Good job, kid. Proud of you."
Oh no, she took the kid's side.
She was just kind of like, yeah, that's how it goes.
Oh God, are they like popular? Are they like kind of weird? Are they like, what are they?
I don't know who the kid was. But all I know is that happened, and I'm just imagining mom being like, I remember when I tried nose
Party
candy.
on, kid. Yeah.
I tried nose candy for the first time when I was fucking 10. I don't know what. I'm perfectly fine.
That's not right. Yeah, just the spiders underneath my skin. There's nothing wrong with drugs, y'all. Drugs. There's a great Louie CK bit that's like I can hear every tap of your phone. There's a Louie CK bit that's like how am I gonna be able to tell my kids not to do drugs? Like, all right, honey. You shouldn't do drugs because they're the answer to every problem you have right now. That's what he said.
I thought that was lying.
I thought no. I think it's doing drugs.
I think it's lying.
You think it's lying?
I think it's lying.
You think it's lying?
For sure it's lying.
I think it's drugs. Let's go with drugs.
Roll the tape.
Roll the tape.
A lot of my memories I don't like. I don't like when I was a teenager. I hated all that time. I hated being a teenager. And then I discovered drugs. And then that's all I gave a shit about. I don't know how I'm going to tell my kids. How the fuck do you compete with that? How do you take a miserable person with no control over their lives and tell them with a straight face, oh, you can't do drugs. You can't do that, baby.
I try to be a good dad, but you know, like the life just kind of takes off. Your kids start, you know, they get their own ideas, and my 9-year-old, she's just figuring out about lying, and that's a tough thing. It's hard to roll that one back because lying is pretty amazingly useful in life. It's like, how do you tell a kid not to use a thing that just solves every possible problem, like magic?
Was right. Oh man, I got her. I win.
I don't know who got.
Okay.
Jesus.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drugs are cool. Do drugs. That's what you should really learn from.
What's your favorite drug?
What's my favorite drug? My mother's ashes. No, I don't know. That's the favorite drug. I was gonna say my grandmother's ashes. That seems a bit worse. I can't remember. Somebody wanted somebody to snort their ashes with mixed in with drugs, and I can't remember what rock
That just
star it was.
sounds unpleasant.
Sounds great.
I mean, that would it's just
Could you imagine being high and being like, "This is my friend." Holy shit!
all the memories coming back.
Shit,
Grandpa, you clogged up my sinuses.
Oh, this is not right.
That'd just be dry. It wouldn't do anything for you.
Well, if you combine Coke with it.
Oh, you wanted them to combine something?
Yeah,
with
like
it?
mix Coke in.
I thought you meant just straight up ashes.
No.
I was like, why would you do that?
That's hardcore shit right there.
That's just like paper.
Oh my god. Sandpaper dildo.
Friday Night Evening Podcast LLC
God
does not condone doing drugs.
Don't do drugs,
unless your
kids.
life is shit, or you just want to try something new.
But as we've learned,
But
don't try anything new.
unless you're 15. That's a good age to start. Good age to start.
Holy shit, start them young.
And remember, if your mom sells pot,
You're fine. Everything. You get a pass. You get a pass. You get a pup pass.
if your mom sells pot, free pot. Free.
Oh my god.
So, we need to work on our flow on this here episode. Anyways,
we're doing great.
we're gonna do another film talk.
Movie minute or what?
We can make this a movie minute, or we can prolong it. Guardians of the Galaxy 2
Okay. I haven't seen it. Although
came out, so that's what I'm saying. Do you want to do a movie minute with it? Because if we do a movie minute, I got something in store for a movie minute today, Jack.
If we do Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2?
So here's the thing. I have a grand finale, if you will,
Of
minute related items. And
are we ending the movie minute? Are we done with it?
No. It's gonna stay. But we're last week I mentioned something, Jack. Okay, here's what we're gonna have. Next time, this will be our goal. We're gonna have the 5 minute Fantasia. We're gonna have 5 minutes. Each minute's gonna be its own thing. We have the movie minute,
And
the improv minute. We're gonna have three other
we're gonna
things.
be looking at the timer, and when the minute switches, we just switch it to the next.
Right into the next thing.
We just go right into the next.
Our train of thought's gonna be all over the place.
and then we'll have to expand upon it, but we're gonna forget all of what we said.
You know, the 5 minute Fantasia.
Oh no.
And the 5 minute Fantasia is we have minute segments.
Oh no. For 5 minutes.
A minute apiece. There's five segments that each are a minute, and as soon as one ends, you go to the next one.
You go to the next one.
We mentioned this. Roll the tape. That's what I said. That's when Jack laughed and probably forgot what I said.
Yeah, most of the time.
So I have come up with 5 minute long little things we're gonna do.
Drew's just gonna talk very exasperatedly for 5 minutes.
No. Do you want him to be a surprise, or do you want to know ahead of time?
No. Let's make him. I want to make him a surprise.
Make him a surprise. Okay.
I'm going to have 5 minutes on this clock.
Okay.
What do you?
So let us. We have to know when each minute
I'll
is up.
tell you in 1 minute.
And so there's gonna be.
But I don't want to show you the timer. I think that's more fun.
Oh wait, is this just for me?
It's just, I guess.
The way I had it is that the first one is a joint deal.
Oh no.
Okay. Second one you get to do.
Okay.
Third one.
You know the topic of it?
Yes. Third one I get to do.
The fourth one.
Fourth one you get to do.
Okay.
Fifth one I get to do, or we can do it together.
Okay.
Do you want to do the last one together, or you want me to do it by myself?
You can do it by yourself.
Okay.
No, we can start.
No. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let you decide what I have to do.
Oh Christ!
But then, and we're probably gonna have to time that time.
Yeah.
Or just pause that timer every once in a while.
That's what I'm saying.
So okay. So the first one. Ready?
Ready, set,
Wait.
go.
Oh
my God!
I gotta pull up a thing. So the first one's nothing special.
All right, hang on. Wait. So let me know when to start, and then you'll say the topic when I say
So
start.
the first one is the role play wheel. The improv wheel.
Oh.
So we gotta do this together.
All right.
But just a minute of it. We have a timer now. Don't worry, guys.
Set.
So
I'm
gonna spin it.
Spin it.
And as soon as we're gonna allot rolls, and then we're just gonna go.
All right. Okay. That's great.
So
Tell me when to go.
a boy becomes a man through questionable means.
All right. Well, it's my first day here at Kill a Dog to Earn Your Adultship camp.
We're out of dogs. You know what you're gonna do today?
What are we gonna do?
Babies.
Oh no, I don't want to kill a baby. What if the babies grow up to come to this camp to become men? How are they gonna kill? What are they gonna kill?
That's the plan, actually.
Oh shit, are we?
You're going to impregnate a woman.
Oh no. Oh, that's how you become a man.
And you were going to leave that woman. You were never going to talk to her again.
How old am I? How old are the boys who come to this camp?
You were 10.
I was 10
You
or
are
I am 10.
After this, you will be 10 and a half.
This is the border between 10 and
But you will be a 10 and a half man.
I don't know. I don't think I'm far along enough in puberty to make children.
Can you squirt?
I don't think it's fucking great. Oh, no.
I'll help you.
No, I don't like this.
Ready?
They haven't dropped yet. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That was awful.
Okay,
What are we doing next?
First one. Okay. You're not going to tell us a story.
A story?
Using every letter of the alphabet to start it off. So you have to go A, apple, B, banana. You have to tell a story
verbs and
that makes sense using every letter. Ready? You get to start your own timer. 3.
A big chinchilla danced electrically for girls. He is Jewish. Period. Ah, gosh.
JK.
Killing. Oh, no, I said Jewish. Killing lovers menacingly not only perpetuates
15 seconds.
quintessential religions starting to unfunny. All right, we're done. Jesus Christ, that's 2 seconds left.
Movie minute for Drew.
All right, set and go.
Guardians of the Galaxy 2, not as good as the first one. Let's start off with that. But there are some. So the characters are the great part of the movie. That was the same thing with the first one. But the difference in this one is that they actually have a villain that is good. Like that's the biggest praise I can give to it. Kurt Russell does a great job as Ego the Living Planet. By the way, spoiler, he's a bad guy, and it's really interesting. My biggest complaints with it, humor falls short. Drax, try and make him so funny, he's not funny. The musical choices aren't as memorable. There are two. One song has story significance, and then they open up with Mr. Blue Sky. Brandy, but then after that, it's like nothing else. Brandy, that's what matters. This is all about Chris Pratt. It's pretty interesting. Yondu, the blue guy from the first one's made interesting. How much time do we have?
15 seconds.
Okay, and but like so wasn't as good. First half is really all over the place and not great. There's like two bad guys. Gold people don't matter, and then Kurt Russell, he's good. Ending is fantastic. I'd give it like a 6.5 out of 10.
And that's a minute. Wow. How about that? What about next, Drew?
All right. Say ba as many times as possible.
Ba. B-A.
B-A.
Ba.
As many times as possible in a minute.
Am I doing that?
Oh yeah. Or you can do.
What's the other choice?
The other choice is you have to solve a world problem.
I'll take the pause.
In a minute.
I'll take the pause.
Okay, ready?
Set and ba 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 ba.
Slow down. You're slow. You gotta keep going.
10 seconds in.
I just imagine doing a counter on the screen. I can't. This is gonna take so long.
Fuck my cheeks. 30 seconds. I don't like this, Drew.
You got it. You're doing great.
20 seconds left.
Your face is gonna be so
10 seconds left. Go fast. Fuck you.
Okay, so name a world. Okay, this is the last one. Minute left. Name a world problem for me, and I will solve it.
All right. Drew, world hunger. No, the AIDS epidemic.
AIDS epidemic. Biggest problem with AIDS, gays. So we have too many gay people, right? Gay people need to stop fucking.
This is not gonna go well.
So gay people, I love gay people, no problem with gay people, but they make AIDS, and when they make AIDS, everybody's unhappy. So we can't be doing that. Use condoms. They actually no, we can't bang. They just cannot bang. Anytime you see a gay man kiss another gay man, you know what that leads to? Banging. So you can't. Gay men can't kiss in public because it makes men feel uncomfortable who are straight.
All right, this is the homophobic segment. We're done with that. This is the homophobic segment. We're done with that. All right.
And that was the 5-minute Fantasia.
And that is our 5-minute Fantasia. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What would you rate it?
I loved it. I thought we got some of the greatest stuff.
So we're gonna have one throwaway, obviously. No, I think we make it a game to see how many balls we can do in one. We fight. You'll take the balls next time.
That is gonna be such hell.
Holy shit.
What do you think I should do? You think I should just do a counter for every ball you say?
Yes,
that is
you
going to take me hours to edit that. Or do you think I'll just do a tally at the end?
Wow.
We'll see how up to it I'm feeling. But that was fun.
Holy shit. Wow. What a... Oh, God. Did y'all enjoy that? I hope y'all did. Wow. So that was good.
Some more segments on the show, right? That's what people wanted.
More segments.
And we are more than delivering.
People want segments. How about a segment where we... Silence. Minute of silence.
You lose.
No!
The great thing about these microphones and the absolute worst thing about these microphones, they pick up fucking everything.
Every single thing.
And so you've heard that little crinkle from a little thing Jack has him say. You hear that? Hear that? Crystal clear. It's so that sounds really bad. So this is what the fuck is this podcast?
Well, it's late at night.
It is late.
It's been long.
It is approached 10:03.
I had to get up early personally.
As did I.
Well, okay.
That was my low. Remember?
Yeah, that's right.
You didn't even listen to me.
My high was mooching food off of my friends.
All right. Yeah.
I'm a garbage human being.
We went to a nice little chicken place.
We went to a nice little chicken place, and it's very good stuff. Very fried. Very.
How many chicken tenders did you get?
I didn't get any.
Did you steal?
I stole one from you.
Me. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And well, it looks like Drew's out. Looks like we're done with Drew because his mom.
No.
Oh. Okay.
No.
Never mind. No. Yeah, that was. I like highs and lows. Highs and lows was good. What about what's a high for the year?
For the year?
For the year.
We're talking the 2017 year or a year from today?
2017.
2017. The moment that I felt most elated in all of this year.
It's kind of a robotic way to say it, but yeah, you can. Yeah, that's kind of a weird.
Do you have one? I can't think of anything because my life sucks.
Yeah, my life is just a constant despair. So I don't know.
My favorite episode, my favorite moment of 2017 was when I started a podcast with my good friend Jack, and then afterwards we said that was really great, and we kissed.
Mine was. Mine was I jacked off,
but you know what?
And I had a really good explosion.
Did it get all over your stomach?
All over a lot of people's stomachs.
Real talk. That's the worst.
What is just getting it?
Getting on you. It remains
getting on you. You can wipe it away, but it's still
you still feel it. It's still there.
You're still like
poor females. On their face?
Oh.
That's gotta be bad.
That's gotta be bad.
What does it taste like? I've actually tried my own. I will be honest. I've tried my own.
I don't know what it tastes like.
As a young lad, I was curious. I tried it. It's not much. It's just kind of.
It's so easily swallowable in that case.
Yeah, but it's.
Well, there you go.
It's a little. It is salty. Like that. That's not wrong. But it's kind of like less viscous snot. Which is the worst way to describe that, but probably the most accurate.
Oh. God, God in heaven.
If you ever get bored one day,
stop listening to us, is what I'm saying. Quit listening to us. Turn this podcast off right now.
This is the last episode.
This is the last episode of the podcast. Thank y'all very much for watching. No, what we've learned today is we're both very tired.
A minute of anything.
A minute of anything
is a fun minute.
We've learned that Drew and I always turn to children fucking in our improv bits. The last one was like a ghost of a pedophile.
To be fair, the situations I wrote, some of them did only lean towards pedophilia. But I don't know. My improv hit was about hating the gays. Where's the little boy in that?
No, that's the little boy's in all of our hearts. That's the issue. You're offending gay people. That's why.
Please don't leave.
We all leave. We all love gay.
I have like 2 gay friends.
I try to keep my distance from them, but like they're great people.
Jack, they use close the video.
That's oh fuck.
Jack, they're not giving us that ad revenue.
That ad revenue, that sweet ad money. Who's our ad? Who sponsored this, by the way?
That was loud. Whoever else.
iPhone sponsored this. iPhones interrupting podcasts since 10:07 p.m. Thank you, iPhone.
That's good.
Thank you, iPhones, for sponsoring us.
Are we saying iPhone specifically, or Apple?
iPhones. The sentient iPhones, the ones that understand. Siri, the homie. You can change Siri to be like British and also male.
Siri, sponsor this podcast.
Yes.
All right, we got a sponsorship.
May I help you?
Sponsor our podcast.
I don't see any podcasts matching.
Well, Siri,
we're not even on.
We thought we had her, but what did we learn today, Jack?
What did we learn today? We learned that we should obviously have more 5-minute Fantasias. We learned that drugs are very cool. So we've learned that these mics pick up everything every single little thing. They pick it up. We've learned that a Jewish whatever the hell I said. I can't even remember what I improv'd about. Learned my memory shot. I have a lot of work to do. I'm stressed. That's what I'm saying.
We learned Inception's good.
Guardians of the Galaxy okay.
Guardians of the Galaxy okay. And most importantly,
we learned the power of friendship.
And that we hate the gays.
And that we really hate the gays.